Hi friends, welcome to my channel Effortless Allure. In this channel I share a lot of easy makeup tutorials, some quick hacks related to fashion, related to makeup, and a lot of other lifestyle related content. I also share makeup product reviews and also a lot of Amazon finds that I find interesting, and I find that it will be really useful for my audience. Also, if you are on Instagram, please don't forget to follow me over there. I go by the same name, Effortless Allure, and there I share a lot of quick makeup tutorials, makeup tips, fashion hacks, then a lot of makeup swatches like the eyeshadows, lipsticks, and a lot of fun stuff. So yeah, if you are into makeup and if you are interested, kindly subscribe to this channel as well as follow me on the Instagram. In this Makeup 101 series, we will be talking about concealers and correctors. Now, what are correctors and concealers? So let's take corrector first. So basically, when you use the correctors, you are cancelling out certain colors on your face. Like for example, you will use a green corrector to cancel out redness. Similarly, you can reduce the look of the darkness under your eyes or around your mouth using some peachy kind of correctors. Now, depending on your skin tone, the peach can be light peach and it can go up to red. Like for deeper skin tone, you can use red color, and for very light skin tones, it is very light peach. So for example, for me, I use this peach color for correction whenever I need. So this is like maybe not the lightest peach, but it has a little bit more peachiness in it, which for my skin tone it is correct to cancel out the darkness under my eyes or around my mouth. And actually use lipsticks. So if you are dark toned, then you can use red lipstick to cancel out the darkness on your face, or if you are lighter skin tone or skin tone like mine, you can use peachy lipstick. Similarly, you can use orange lipstick or orange corrector to correct the darkness on your face if you are somewhere in between a light to deep skin tone. So you have to find out the best match for your skin tone to find the best corrector for your skin. Now coming to concealers, what are concealers? So concealer are similar to foundation, it's just that they are much more pigmented. They are meant to hide any kind of any darkness or patches or melasma, stuffs like those skin concerns. So if you want to cover up those, you can use concealers. Concealers are also used to brighten the features of your face, like you can use concealers on the bridge of your nose, under your eyes, and also on your chin and forehead to brighten those spots. Concealers usually comes in skin tone shades, so fair, light, medium, dark, tan, all those kind of shades. So as I said, concealer comes in so many shades nowadays. So if you are looking for a very natural look, like you don't want a lot of brightening in your face, you can go with the shade which matches your foundation or your natural skin tone. Like for example, you are just using the concealer and to cover up slight uneven patches or maybe slight uneven tones in your skin, then you might prefer going for a skin tone finish shade. But if you want to go for a brightening concealer, then go maybe 1 or maximum 2 shade lighter. Don't go for too light shade, otherwise you might end up getting the gray cast under your eyes and it will not look very flattering. So always choose your shade properly. If need be, go to the store, get the recommendation from the experts who are in the stores, and choose your concealer. Also, one more tip: always check the shade in natural daylight. Don't get fooled by seeing the shade matching your skin tone in artificial light, because I have done this previously and it is not a good experience, let me tell you. So always check the shade in natural daylight. So if you are going to the store in the daytime, apply some tester or whatever the store provides you, apply some, and go outside the store, see yourself in the natural daylight, and then confirm the shade. Or if you don't have that option, then you might ask for some testers in the store and take the testers back home and try it out and see it in natural daylight. It is very important. Otherwise, sometimes it happens that you are actually trying out a darker shade which look totally fine in the artificial light, but when you start using it, when you buy it and start using it, you realize that you have made a very wrong choice. So yes, please always check the shade in natural daylight. What are the types of correctors and concealers? So both concealers and correctors comes in liquid, cream and powder forms. Usually the cream and the liquid are the ones which are more dominant in the market currently. Also, the concealers can be hydrating ones or the matte ones. So depending on your skin type or what is usually the condition of your under eye or on your T-zones, wherever you are going to apply your concealer, you can decide whether you want to go for a matte finish concealer or a concealer which gives you hydration. There are people who feel that the matte concealer really dries out their under eye areas or the skin, so they avoid matte concealers. So it totally depends on your preference. What do you want? I usually prefer matte concealer over hydrating ones because my under eye tends to get bit oilier as the day go through. So I prefer matte ones so that, you know, it stays in place and it don't crease much. How do you apply a corrector? So basically you apply a corrector first and then go with the foundation. That way you are cancelling out the darkness or whatever the skin concern is, and then you are applying the foundation. You can first apply the corrector, then the foundation, then the concealer if you want to use correctors for correcting the skin tone, but concealers for brightening up the under eye areas or some features of your face. How to apply the concealer? So as with foundation, apply concealer starting with less, always less, and then build up. Never apply too much of concealer in one go, otherwise you will end up looking too caked up. Once you apply the concealer, if need be, you can use a light powder or a translucent powder to set the areas where you have concealed. And if you're really young and you don't have wrinkles or any those kind of things, then you can actually go for baking with the powder. Like you use a lot of powder on top of the concealer and that just sets the concealer in place. If you have wrinkles like me, I would say avoid too much of powder on top of the concealers, because what happens eventually is it doesn't look very flattering. The wrinkles start showing up, and because of the powder it starts looking cakey and it looks very dry. If you are using a concealer to spot conceal, like suppose you have a pimple or some redness showing through, then you should use concealer after applying foundation, because the foundation is already giving some coverage. But if you feel like that you need some more coverage, use your finger just to apply a concealer a little bit and dab it with your finger. And if need be, you can apply very little bit of powder, or in fact, if you want, you can just set it with the setting spray and you should be good. This concealer is usually thicker in consistency. You should avoid using in it in those areas where suppose the pimple is drying up, or the acne is drying up, or you have dry patches. Avoid those places, because as the day go through, the places tends to get drier and look very flaky. What are the tools to use for applying the concealers and correctors? So if you have very less skin concern that you want to address with the concealer or with the corrector, just go with your fingers. They are the best tool. But if you are looking for using concealer to cover more areas, maybe you want to use a tool, something like a brush, because when you're using finger, you tend to move the concealer a lot and you might end up fingerprints on your face. So just to avoid that, using a brush is a better idea. Currently I'm loving this e.l.f. Cosmetics brush, this paddle brush. This is so easy to use and it is so dense that I hardly get to see any streaks on my face when I'm applying this. I love to conceal my under eye with this, and I think that's the most common area which I usually conceal, but I really am loving this brush. But beside this, even if you have the flat concealer brush, you can use that to apply your concealer. You can also use the damp sponge, the narrow part of the sponge. You can use that to apply or pat the concealer. Always keep in mind that the brush gives a bit more coverage as compared to the sponge, because sponge tends to absorb some of the pigment from foundation as well as from concealer. So you might have to build up a little bit more with the sponge, and with brush you will get more coverage in one go. Now, what are the usual concern or issues with the concealers? So since concealer is such a pigmented product and usually thicker product, what happens is, if you have under eye wrinkles like I have, the concealer tends to settle into the fine lines. If the concealer settles into the fine line, it doesn't look flattering, you know. So there are some tips that I usually do to avoid creasing. First off, I avoid using the concealer directly on my right after the application of my eye cream, because if I am using eye cream, that means that I am adding some hydration, and if on top of that hydration I am putting the concealer and trying to blend, I am basically letting the concealer move a lot and it eventually settles into the lines. I try to blot my under eye with some with a very thin bathroom tissue or maybe with a blotting paper, and on top of that I go with the concealer. I usually don't set it with lot of powder. I use very little powder to set my concealer, but if you don't have wrinkle, you can always go with more powder, do the baking technique. Now some other thing that I have been trying recently and it is working is I mix in a little bit of eyeshadow primer onto the concealer and I apply the concealer. That also works fine. Besides that, I also use a little bit of setting spray with my finger under my eye, let it sit there for maybe few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and I go with the concealer on top of it. That also seems to work for me. But in the worst case, if I still see some creasing under my eyes, if I see the concealer settling onto my fine lines, I always go with a tissue just to, you know, absorb those excess concealer in my lines, in my wrinkles or in my fine lines. So that helps. Also, patting with your fingers always will help, but you need to be a bit careful about setting your concealer or taking care of your concealer if you have under eye fine lines or wrinkles. If you tend to have oiliness under your eyes, so always blot the under eye first. Even if you are not using an eye cream, people tend to get oily under their eyes, so always blot with a blotting paper or a bathroom tissue and then apply the concealer. You can also use slight powder before application of the concealer. This is a very common hack that is being discussed on YouTube channel, so that is how I have learned this. Really need a concealer corrector. So for corrector, I would say it is optional unless you have like severe problem with your skin. So like if you tend to get too much of redness or too much of darkness around your mouth and under eyes, maybe adding a corrector helps, because the concealer is pigmented but it might not always cover up everything. So if you need that extra help, a corrector can help. But I think it is a optional step, considering the concealers nowadays are like quite pigmented and they are able to cover a lot. Coming to concealer, I feel concealer is one of the must have if you are building a makeup kit or you are into makeup. Concealer is something that you must have. Now there are people who just use some concealer to spot correct or just under the eyes and they are all set. They just use some translucent powder on top and they are all set. They look flawless. But the brightness that the concealer gives to your face is really a game changer, I would say. So concealer, I think, is a product that you should have. And if you are into makeup, if you want to brighten up your eyes, or maybe you want to fake the makeup look, concealer is a must. It really is a game changer and a must have in a makeup kit. Also, if you love applying eyeshadows, the concealers can be used as the eyeshadow primer, so you know you are getting multiple benefits out of one makeup product. So guys, this is all for today. I'll watch this video while I'm editing this, and if I feel that I have missed out something, I'll surely mention it in the description box below. But beside this, if you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll surely get back to you with my answers. Either I will research it for you, or if I already know, I'll surely share my answer with you. I hope this video was helpful in getting clarification on what is concealer, what is corrector, and whether you need it or not. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if you really like this video and you thought that it was helpful for you. Thank you. Bye bye. See you. Keep smiling.